Hello everybody, how are you today? I hope you are doing great because it is a fabulous day. And today I am going to show you how to make your blush last all day using drugstore products. So if you want to know more about this, just stick around. Blush has always been an issue for me. It always wears down by the end of the day. And I am very fair, so I definitely need blush. And I don't like carrying makeup and doing touch-ups. I don't. And I find that I have to. So I decided to experiment and find a way that I can make my blush last all day. And I finally did. You know how they say winter, you've got to layer your clothes? Well, that's the same ticket for blush. If you want your blush to last all day, layer it. So let me show you what I'm layering my blush with. First of all, the first thing that I'm using is a cream blush. You can use any cream blush that you want. I'm using this one by Palladio. This one doubles also as a lipstick, even though I'm not using it as a lipstick now. But they have very limited shades. They only have, I believe, 3. I've not used the other shades. One is a very dark shade like a coral. This is a pink, and then I don't know the other shade what it's like. I'll put it up somewhere so that you can see it. But this is the one I've been using, and it's called I'm Blushing. And basically all you do is you just go like that. Put it on like that. And what you're doing by putting on this cream first, and you can barely see it. It's very light, but it's almost as if you're putting sticky tacky, because it does form a stickiness on your face so that your blush can stay on there. You see, look. And this is a great blush to use when you don't want to put on too much makeup. See, it's very light. See, it's a very light color. I think it's a very beautiful little color to use, and it also is vitamin infused, so I happen to like the Palladio. It is inexpensive and I buy it over at Sally's. The next step is that, again, drugstore products, and I happen to be a fan of e.l.f. I like e.l.f., I like L'Oreal. That's probably like one of my favorites, and Milani. So I am going to show you this palette. I think it's lovely. Look at that palette. Look at those colors. They're very delicate. They're sophisticated. They're, I don't know, I really like it. But I'm going to show you what happened with this one. Do you see how it has scratches? Because it formed some kind of a cast on the outside. So I couldn't really get the color. And I had to scrape off that cast. I don't know why. So this shade is Fresh and Flawless. Okay. And what I do is, I'm going to go ahead because I'm going to use a contouring, because this contouring is very light. See, all of the shades in this palette are very, very light, which I really, really like. It looks so natural and so sophisticated. I like a bold look. I'm not afraid of a bold look, but sometimes you need to bring it down a notch. For example, at work, I don't want to be wearing a very bold look at work, but I want to look made up. I want to look made up. Some people say, oh, wear makeup so it looks like you don't have makeup. Well, that's a good look for going to the beach. But sometimes you've got to show you have makeup, because it shows that you're taking time to improve yourself and to present yourself. And I know that that sounds very superficial, but yeah, it's kind of like a superficial world, right? So that's what I do. I'm going to take the lighter shade in the palette. That's the lighter one right down here. And I'm going to just go ahead and dab it. And the reason I'm dabbing it is because I want it to get into all of those pores. And then I'm going to try the darker one that I told you I had trouble with and just do it a little bit on the outside and the underside. Now you can see that it's a lot heavier, the pigmentation, the color, it's a lot heavier. And you would say, well, that's a little too much blush, and you're right. But what happens next is the magic that blends it and brings it down and makes it a beautiful tone. And now at this point, I'm going to use the e.l.f. finishing powder, and this one is Fair Light. These are very inexpensive products. The e.l.f. finishing powder has a sponge that I typically don't use, but I have used it for makeup, like foundation. I'm going to use this brush instead. This is a brush that Morphe doesn't seem to make anymore. I don't know why. This is the R7. So I go ahead and I put a good amount of powder on this. And again, I am going to dab it. See? I think it makes such a difference when you dab it on. And the only time that I'm going to brush it is if I need to blend it down. So I might need to blend down a little bit on the top, and then I'm going to brush the area so that it, what is the name? So that it goes from lighter to darker. And there you go. I think I have a nice finished look. It looks natural, it looks sophisticated. My face is matching because I'm wearing orange lipstick and the blush is corals. And I like it when they match. I don't like red lipstick with coral blush. And sometimes I do that because I'm in a hurry. But not this time, because I thought about this whole process so I could bring it to you. Now, this is gonna last all day. This blush is gonna last all day. Try it and let me know if I'm right, if it works for you. In the meantime, I hope that you like this video. Please subscribe. But more important than all of that, I hope that you have a day filled with peace, love, and joy. Bye-bye.